Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the new features introduced with Summer 18, and it is still in pre-release if you are watching this video in real time. So safe harbor statement, and if you haven't signed up already, please go ahead to this URL and get signed up for a pre-release org so you can see all the new features. So let's get started. The first one I want to talk about is all the Lightning report enhancements, and on that top of my list is join report in Lightning, which is still in beta. This needs to get enabled by going to the setup menu. So you can go to setup, home, and search for reports and dashboard settings and enable Lightning join reports. This is still in beta. There are some limitations around it, meaning if you want to edit a join report which was created in Classic, or even if you want to create a new one in Lightning, you will not get the Lightning report builder interface, but it will open up in the Salesforce Classic report builder, but it is not switching it back to Classic, so still are in Lightning. So this is a join report which I created with opportunities, and we have account on this side. So that's a join report, and if you want to edit it, you can edit it in Salesforce Classic report builder interface, which is still in Lightning, so you don't need to switch back and forth from Classic to Lightning because of join reports. So yeah, this is the report builder Classic interface. Alright, so the next one is in the report itself, and we can now hide the Salesforce Classic button if you want to, and that also is from the setup menu. You'll have to enable that if you want people not seeing the Salesforce Classic, because you want them to adapt to Lightning reports. Another one around that is if you go to a report and look, you really like the report, now you want to add it to the dashboard. So now we have a new action button, add to dashboard, which directly takes you to the dashboard creation interface. And next one is when you are in a report and you try to log out of it on the edit without saving the changes. So let's say if I make a change here and I forget to save it, and let's say go to another one, and I'm gonna go get this pop-up. So that's also an enhancements. Along with that, you can also now send a export of format reports. So with the formatting in the report, you can export that. That's another one. Alright, I think that's all I had for Lightning report enhancements. Another one, the second one, is task tabs. So let's discard this. Now around task tabs, if you go to the task tab, you'll notice that now you can create your own list view, which I think is huge because we had it in Lightning until now, and we didn't have a way to create our own list view. We were limited to what Salesforce provided out of the box. We can now create that. I already have created one, so this is how it looks like, and I have it in Kanban, so that's another one. We have now Kanban view for task. There's a split view feature, which is also really cool because you are able to see it's more like Salesforce console view, so you can see your task on the left or the list of it, and you can see the details on the right. That increases productivity for your users. The list view already has a lot of edit list filters. Basically it's same as any other custom objects. Another one also which I noticed was the subject. So now you can actually select from predefined subjects here on the task. If you want to add more or replace with what Salesforce provides you, you can go to the object manager and type task here, and there is a field called subject. It's a PICKLIST type field, and all you need to do is add those new PICKLIST values in this standard field. So that's for the task. Next one is global search. If you see right top here, if you're on a task, it shows you tasks and more, and by default it's set up to all, but you have option if you want to narrow it down. So if you have a campaign and you want to search for a campaign, you can do so by searching there. You can go to cases. So basically it provides you more flexibility around search features, and you can always set up to all. Next one I want to talk about is also really most awaited feature. It's the lightning path. So before we were not able to edit any dependent pick list on the path. So for example, if I go to an opportunity which is let's say if I want to close an opportunity, right, and I have, let's go to and I have a dependent pick list called closed reason, right? And if somebody's closing an opportunity, select close stage, you can now select right here. They don't need to go to the detail page to find the dependent pick list, which is really great because I have had users complaining about it all the time. So now they are able to do that right here. That's it. Another feature around the dependent pick list is also now you can see on the page editor we have this view all dependencies link, and all the dependencies will be shown right here. That's around the path. Another one which I don't have a demo for, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab the release notes for that, is we have the process errors on the screen, which is really improved a lot. So before the users would just see that an unhandled fault had occurred in this flow, please contact your system admin. But now for the same validation error, they will actually have the message here: field custom validation opportunity with lead source are not permitted for Q1, or any other custom validations you have, which for sure saves a lot of time because I've had to debug it to find this custom validation rule by going to the debug statements or debug logs. So that is now shown in the page. There are other modifications or enhancements too around the mostly around process builder and flow error messages, so keep an eye on that. Alright, so next one is around the files. First of all, right off the bat you can see that we have now files recent record. So that's an enhancement and it's new. When you click on that, you can now create a new library right from Salesforce Lightning. No need to switch to Classic to create a library. And there are more actions as well around the library here, which is also new. Next one is campaign, around campaign. So you can now send list emails to the campaign members right from the campaign detail page, because there is a new action button called send list email. So that lets you send emails at once to all the campaign members associated with that campaign. While we are on campaign, there's another enhancement. It's an addition in both Classic and Lightning, which is sharing settings for campaign members. You can now just set up the sharing rules for campaign member, and you can make the default access based on contact, lead, or campaign. So you can control it by lead or contact, or control by campaign. So that's new. It's both Salesforce Classic and Lightning. Next one I have is detail filters on the list. So if you go to contacts and click on all contacts and edit list filters. So this was always there in Classic. This is an enhancement because it wasn't available in Lightning until now. So you can now search by campaign name on the contact. Similarly, you can also search on account by territories, leads by queues, and these enhancements are available now, so you don't need to switch to Classic to do so. Those are available right here. So if I believe I don't have any contacts, but so that's how you choose it. Detail filters on the list view. There are many other enhancements as well, like a general enhancement. Mostly, if you are using a Lightning app, you can they have more flexibility on what tab they want to show. You can move around, change the position like this, and they can also, this is new, add more items. they can select from what they want to add, just add on there, add one nav item. This gives them more flexibility in terms of what they want to add in their tabs, and it's more intuitive, I must say. So save it, and I'll have a new tablet over there. New tab, I mean, sorry. And there are some enhancement around personal accounts too, which means users can now select page, set up page layouts and actions and everything in the person account. In Lightning itself, no need to switch to Classic on that. I don't have personal account enabled, but that's something you might want to explore on your own. Next one is for the developers here, which is apply Lightning style sheets equal to true. Lightning style sheets equal to true. So if you have a Visualforce page, right, and let's preview it. It's classic Visualforce page. It's just a list of accounts. Now let's say you want to switch to Lightning and make it look better in Lightning interface. So all you need to do is just apply this tag. It is now generally available with Summer 18. It was in beta until now. So if I save it now and go back to my page, I will see that it automatically takes that style from the Lightning style sheets. So it's gonna be really helpful if you are making the switch from Classic to Lightning and you have a lot of Visualforce pages, you're trying to figure out how to add the stylings. I haven't tried it for more complicated Visualforce pages. There might be some styling you might need to do on your own, but it is still a huge help to have that little tag taking care of the styling. And around the same changes, we have another change called, it is not an enhancements, I believe, it's more like a to be aware of feature, that the component CSS class names are updated. Meaning, if you have custom components, Lightning components in your org already, and if you are using the SLDS CSS classes, you might have something like SLDS-P- around --small. Now it became SLDS-P around _small. So that's something to be aware of, basically. So go ahead and make changes to your CSS with this _small once you have your sandbox in the Summer 18 release, because that might change your CSS styling and you might not see what you're expecting to see. That's just that. Another one which I really like, I can't wait to try this out. I haven't tried this out yet, but you can now use FX switch statement. If you have multiple if-else statements, you can now use this to make your code look a lot simpler and cleaner. So go through this release notes around that. You need to go to Summer 18, Development, and Apex, and you can find this. I think that's all I had for today. I'm sure there are other enhancements and major enhancements as well, but please let me know if I missed anything and what's your favorite enhancements. Let me know in the comments, and if you have any questions, also let me know. Thank you for watching.